It's no problem. It's better like that because when you can't go back and stuff and can't draw, it's much better like this.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. 12, 20. We're a little under an hour in. I guess let's alternate, right? So, which one did you want to go over next? We have
Yeah, so whichever. They're kind of similar, I guess.
the battle. See, what stage is the other one? They're both in Battlefield. Okay, let's do the first one then. That way I can, when I forget later, I have a way to remember.
Yeah. Yeah, short story to this guy. He has like two mains, and it's like Captain Falcon and Samus. But Samus is his main.
Gotcha.
And usually I play like 25 games every single time. And the first 10 he plays Captain Falcon, and I completely destroy him 10-0 every single time.
And then it
And
switches.
yeah, even I force talk him even sometimes. And then he
Ooh.
picks Samus, and then I win like 30% maybe in the past. And I always get so tilted because I destroy him with characters who need skill. And then he picks like this no skill character, throws some missiles, and I get so tilted. Uh, but this last session I played him yesterday or 2 days ago, and this is the first time I really fucked him up completely. And I fucked him up as usual the first 10 games, Captain Falcon, and then he picked Samus, and like in the 10, 15 games he won like only twice.
Ooh,
And
nice.
yeah, I was pretty happy about that. Finally, when you know this guy got no skill and you can't win, it's pretty frustrating.
Yeah, and now it's like, oh yeah, like obviously he's a changing human being, but to a small extent, like, oh, I figured him out now. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't got to put up with this Samus character much longer. Go to your third main.
yeah. What in this session I remember I really put my focus on and taking my time and like find my engagings.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's not to the same level as Snake. 'Cause Samus on the other side of the stage is a lot more threatening, but like Samus has the same kind of problem as Snake does, where it's like if she jumps at you, who cares, right? What's she gonna do? She has one of the worst short hops in the game for that kind of offense.
What frustrates me is a neutral air. Like it comes every single time through burst when you go in. Sam will just put out the Nair and you will hit.
Yep.
She will hit.
Part of the even when she's doing that kind of like defensive short hop nair though, her short hop kind of hurts her that way too because like how Falco or Fox you can kind of nair in place and it's fine. Samus, that's a much bigger commitment for Samus because she's so floaty.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this with a note on patience. Okay. Let's VLC. VLC, please. Okay. All right. You've already gotten like a lot of damage, and you're in this really good spot here, right? Where
Make that camp forever.
yeah, pretty much like you're threatening the back air. My VLC is being weird. Why is it being like this? Is it because I'm recording also? Right. But so here, the Samus's options are basically what they end up doing is trying to recover high and basically mix up when you want to bear. They want to go recover high, or they just kind of drop down low, go near ledge, and play that game. But if you dare them here, they have a chance of survival. If you dare them down there, they just fully die. So that's one reason why they're going contesting high here.
Yeah. Yeah, in my mind, I just have to bait out his Nair because if I go in his Nair, he will always hit first. And like this now, he goes in his up move or something, and I hit.
Yeah, he goes for fair, and it almost looked like you were at the spacing where you were trying to read the jump, but you had already just caught it. So like, here, let me see if I can't. With where you're a little too far away for Bear to be super effective,
Yeah.
right? Because like even if they drift in that much, and you jump out that much, you're still at the very tip of your bear, but like not immediately. So that gives Samus the time to get the forward air out.
Seeing that situation now, like ledge dash there would be pretty nice. Maybe if the time is right, or just step left and outwalk him.
Yeah, it's hard for this one because this one this was Sour Bear that you hit her with most recently. So she didn't go in a tumble, she didn't go very far away. Going to ledge here, she could just kind of still go on stage.
Yeah.
So assuming she doesn't fair, right? She could try to air dodge to plat, air dodge through plat, air dodge, just go low, try to go on the lip of the stage. She still has a lot of mix-ups because she's so floaty. And because that nair is such an important button. So you could go to ledge and then kind of call her out on going low. Because if she goes low and you refresh, she has grounded recovery either from the tether or from the upbeat. Which then gives you, your down air, your F smash, pretty much whatever you want. And that's something that they were concerned about too. That's why they pressed here. Okay. Hold on, let me stop recording for just a brief moment. No, this shouldn't be.
I didn't rewatch the file. Maybe it's.
Can you check it on your end?
Yeah, I will check.
If it's something that I can minimize, I can just fiddle with my stream with my recording settings.
Which minute is it right now?
It's the 47 one. 1747.
No, for me it looks fine, but I use Windows Media Player.
Okay. Oh wait, there's
Windows Media Player looks pretty fine.
Okay, let me go ahead and use that then.
Yeah, what I realized as well is, like on Zelda or Samus, it's much better not to shine. It's much better to engage with an aerial and always up tilt, or much more up tilt than usual.
I guess this was a VLC thing. Yeah, like the shine, like at low percent you still get stuff, but even at like 10, right? That was even at like
sometimes I get in situations like, especially with Zelda or Samus, like they got 150%, and it doesn't matter what I hit, they fly so far away, and then it takes like 2 minutes to take the stock off because I hit, and wait 30 seconds until they float back to me.
Yeah, they take a sip of their coffee on the way back.
Yeah, it's impossible to hit any combo. It's just one hit, and they're so far away every time.
Yeah. So it's hard to combo Samus, but the good news is because her grab is so bad, she has to rely on her up B out of shield and her rolls a lot more, and those are much easier to hit, like a single hit punish on those. So for example, for shine at 15, you can get like that back air, but by like 60%, and even there you get that up air, but by this percent, if you hit a shine, nothing happens. So your shine is mainly just to make sure she doesn't grab you, but her grab is so slow that you don't even have to shine. She's not going to shield grab a spacey pressure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, then like in the early percent, you can always hit an up air, 100%. Yeah, but like at probably 70 plus, it's pretty whack.
Yeah, at 70 plus, shine just becomes a frame one get off me move that has no follow up, unless you're very high up in some strange way. But
yeah.
So let me go forward a little bit.
Yeah, the only maybe good thing is when you hit a shine, like on the upper side on Samus, and then you jump back air in and out of it. But
oh yeah, the immediate shine bear. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, but to make it work, you have most of the time you have to hit the upper model of Samus.
Right,
so you have enough time to jump.
Yeah, you got to hit with the bottom part of your shine, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, this does not play nice with my pen.
I know what I mean is like when I hit Samus, for example, on the feet, they're already so far above me that most of the time you're too slow and you won't hit.
Right. So.
But when you are hit on top, they have to fly.
If Samus is, basically anywhere above the top half, you just can't get anything. But down here, you can get that shine bear. Okay, I want to point out, I like your drift and the spacing here for the back air, Because you threaten the back air, but you don't go so far away that you can't grab ledge without having to B-move. I also think this is a really well-timed refresh, but you already got the hard part done, and then you got impatient.
Yeah, thank you.
So here,
100% there or something, it's 100% kill.
you could dare, you could even refresh, right? Like if you just refresh ledge, she has to commit to this, and then you can just back air. And it might not kill her, especially if you go to the left, it won't kill her, but you can like loop the situation again. But yeah, situations like that, the double laser from ledge, like double laser's good there, but like the walking shine doesn't get you anything, like you were saying.
Yeah.
If you want to like just hit her with something quickly, you could try F tilt. It's not going to kill her ever, but like you can get your stage back basically.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is only a Fox thing, but I would like jab up smash. Could you do that too?
I think Falco usually likes jab bear, but I think it's the same kind of deal, yeah. And Falco also has Dacus if they go really far away. And at 130 on Samus, he's probably floaty enough. Falco up smash is only weak by comparison to Fox's. It's not a teeny little move. Okay. Yeah.
But especially my AB, I experimented with it last sessions. And when you skip back, the moment I did it, it's pretty unexpected in my opinion.
Oh, after the shine?
If you go back a bit more, yeah. If this one has hit, it's 100% killed.
Yeah, this would definitely kill. I think it's a little ambitious, but I like the idea. Because you follow it, like your normal fall speed is faster than her max fall speed, so you're good.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing she can do about that. It is this very like it looks silly, but there's not like a punish.
If I get hit by Nair, I recover 100%, and she dies 100%.
Yeah, especially at 40. So for this down smash punish. This is kind of a Samus thing. I think you ideally want to either maybe just Nair out of shield for these instead. Because even if you get her in shield, that's the win. Because she has to upbeat or like roll to get out. And then she can just DI that to the side, and your horizontal movement isn't super... Like, Falco's horizontal movement isn't super threatening compared to, like, his vertical. Okay, that was a little... That was such an unnecessary power shield into immediately getting caught on your DI.
But the power shield was like not intentional. I just wanted to shield. And it turned out to be a power shield.
Gotcha. Okay, so for this sequence...
I mean, a few steps more on the right and Smash would have hit.
Yeah, I don't think it really does much at 0, though. I'm not sure. We can look at... Let's actually look at that situation, then. Because even if that hits at 0, it doesn't really tumble. She can get to ledge before you can. But I'm not really sure what else you would do here when she's literally up being at 0.
Should I just let her recover? Or do you see any...
I mean, I think going for the F smash is fine. I'm just trying to find a better solution. If you...
The most offensive solution. I mean, she is like behind the ledge. Maybe we can do a quick dirty kill.
I don't... Because I'm thinking, if you dare her, she's basically actionable right here because she's so floaty. And then you run the risk of going off stage in accident, or like you're in a worse way than she is if you dare her wrong. And you can't even double dip to kill her. So I think maybe just building percent with the walk back F smash.
Yeah, even seeing that, it's pretty surprising how early you get into hit stun of this shit.
Yeah, it's just the basically the way Falco's foot comes out. Shoot. Okay. Basically, It's not that the up B is hitting you all the way over here. It's that Falco's foot is over here, and then he gets hit, and it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, but I went to ledge. I just maybe because she went so early, just exactly there. I shouldn't go just 2 steps to the left.
I think if you can, I don't know if you can get to ledge here, and then it's a really, really scary position if you get hit off stage by this. So I think staying on stage, like in this instance, staying on stage, trying to build a little percent is probably the best thing you can do. But that's kind of a Samus problem because she's so floaty that she's not really put in a bad position if you dare her here. Okay. And then to this percent, your up throw is, fine. So something that she's narrowing out of these things, like you said.
Yeah.
If you're expecting her to do that a lot, you can instead. Where are we in the little thing?
Yeah, the problem there when this happens most of the time, I up throw, and I think because the normal times I can hit 100%, up throw, aerial, whatever. But Samus gets so early out of hit stun.
Yeah, and then her nair is a really, really good check on this kind of stuff. If you wanted the good news is because her nair. So the bad news is her nair lasts forever. The good news is her nair lasts forever. So if you wanted to bait this out, you could jump wave land on the plat, and then your choice of like run to the edge, shield the nair, shield drop dare. Just maybe back up down here for an F smash or a dare on her recovery. So you have a lot of, because she's so floaty and the move lasts forever, you do have a lot of tools to punish her, even at like low percent with the Falco dare. It's also higher reward than getting the dare up there. So if you can convince her to stop pressing that button, it gets a lot better for you. It's just easier too. Okay, yeah. That was the same side B, yeah. It can help if you look at this situation from the Samus' perspective, right? Samus is already over here, so why not, right? It's a little bit of, what else is she really going to do in this position? And that part of that just comes with the kind of experience. That wasn't even the right taunt to change modes. How dare you? Okay, that's off the table. That's good. But that charge up becomes a real big problem later on in the stock. Like if you're at 70, this charge shot is a huge threat you got to worry about. But using it to build percent is, I think, good for you long term. If they're just going to use it like that, it could be worse.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't keep refreshing it so bad.
So when Samus is going super low like this, here, let's get to the. So 2 things you got to worry about. 1, she has not jumped, so she can go much lower than you would expect. Something you can do is you can kind of just, if you're worried about running out of ledge refreshes to the point where you're vulnerable again, you can just like neutral get up and then just go back to ledge. You can also, like, if Falco has one and you're comfortable in it, you can hack stash, but like it doesn't even have to be difficult. You can just go on stage, go back on ledge when they're taking this long to recover. Because here you kind of freeze up when that happens. With the ledge refresh with the up B. Or rather, you might have thought she also was going for the tether instead of the up B. I don't want to.
Times, or how often can you regrab the ledge and still get
5
invincible?
The first 5 times you grab ledge per airtime. So the 6th time you grab ledge, you're screwed. Or assuming they're counting at least, which is kind of rare, but it's very important. Here, this was 2, 3. You also had extras too. So this is, even in this slow situation, you had plenty. You still had more refreshes that you kind of just froze up on. But you get that good trade, and now it shines back on the table with regards to like being something to worry about. Okay, so I like the kind of angles you're trying to cover here with your when you get your punish. Why is spacebar not?
Probably.
What's that?
Recapping this, I would have I should have shined in the platform. I would like this adoption. Seeing it now, I would prefer this. Shine into the platform.
Oh, because top plat, that's true. Yeah, I think shine to top plat might have been better, but I think this was pretty solid regardless. Like, just this very safe.
Instead of the back air now, I should have shined.
Yeah, shine then go to top plat, but even that I think is a little finicky because she's above up tilt range at that point, and you might not quite have enough time for another back air. I still think getting 40 on her is like it's still a good amount of damage for an opening off of a dash attack at like 10, especially while staying safe from neutral air.
Pros. This is true pro play.
Oh no. It's fine. It's just a little error. It happens. It is when the recovery is this slow, there's no urgency to like get that perfect angle. Like you can kind of just go up here and like that go upwards, fall down to ledge, and you still have maybe 3 seconds. Okay, checks you with a nair. You have the timing right on that whiff punish when trying to when she does the forward air. You have the timing right. You were just a teensy bit off on the spacing with the back air. So you got the hard part down. Okay, and nice. You go up to threaten those, and that's kind of a free one because she can't get to ledge before you can get up to her. So she tried to contest it and lost. That's what you want.
Yeah, I think why I won the first center session is like, especially these back airs, like I did it a few more times. Like I wait until she has like a lockout and I double jump back air. That works pretty well.
Your best tool in this matchup is how fast your jumps are, how high they go, because that means Samus has to commit to her nair. Like when visually it looks ridiculous, she has to nair and then you jump into it. It makes it really easy, or make it much easier for you to just kind of be in that position until she gets nervous and like, the bear's coming, and then she nairs, you do nothing, you laugh, you attack, etc. We all have a good time.
One thing I keep a lot of attention as well is like last session we kind of found out I always was too fast. For example, we are on the top plat. My opponent lays on the floor. I miss a shine, and he rolls, and I instant wave dash in and shine into his roll. But he has invincibility because I was always chasing too fast and too early. But now I try to just wait and instant short hop aerial into him.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, taking things a little slower and mixing up the timings too, of course, not only playing slowly, but like introducing little delays helps the most against the slow characters because they're the ones who have to kind of commit to something to defend themselves against you.
Yeah.
Whether that's the Fox. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Whether it's Falco vertical mobility or Fox horizontal, it's the same kind of deal.
Yeah, especially when it's the Falco Mango. Like example, you're on the top plat and you miss the tag, and he's on the side plat. He always goes for like a short hop, so he won't reach the top plat. And as soon as you make a get up attack or stand up, he double jumps, and it's perfect timing.
Right.
To hit it again.
And then that short hop is like a trap because it visually tells them, he's jumping up here, even though obviously he can't fly. So when you see the short hop, and they're hugely different, right? So like the short hop going, it'd be like here versus the full hop going like here. But it's just enough to like, something the same way, like, when you're sitting or they're knocked down and you're right next to them, and then, you're going to get up attack, and they do anything and you shield. Like, shit.
People who are not used to Falco or this situation, they think, he's attacking, get up attack, and this will get punched. Yeah.
Then for Falco specifically, even on this top plat, if you're on the ground, you can still full hop and make it up there. You maniacs. The character's wild.
Especially if they do nothing, you are right below him. You can double jump aerial or back air probably, and it's pretty nice.
Yeah. You have a lot of options because of that mobility. You're forcing them to do something, like hoping that you don't... Like, they have to guess, basically, is the long and short of it. So, like, even here... Even there, right? the Samus has to kind of like stand there because you could be back airing her right now.
Exactly.
And it's not, I'm not saying that, also, that jab is super a nair. 100% a nair. Nobody goes to that top platform and is like, I'm going to jab. You both also start moving at the same time, which is kind of funny, and also like you're keyed into the same timing, which can be useful to know, and it can also be like you do want to mix it up sometimes, but sometimes it's good to know that, oh, we both, after about, let's put up a number, 40 frames or whatever, our timings are going to be kind of synced in.
Yeah, when you the second rocket cancelled the other one, but if this works, it's pretty nice if you counter this with fine.
Sure, I know I'm really early to pick up a prescription today. So sorry for the yawning. I'm not disinterested, I promise. I think that this is a good just kind of check on the kind of messing up the tether to ledge by going too high, or kind of trying to be a little greedy and use the tether aerial, the Zaire. Okay.
What I want to say is sometimes I can't follow up my up throw too. Then I mix in down throw because a lot of the time they don't expect it and only take the second one, but not the first one. And it's easy tech chase every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it too. As Falco, most people, or what I always did is down throw shine, but I said that's what's much better is when they DI away but don't take away,
Mm-hmm.
So you can't shine, but always up tilt spam. It's much more percent because you can, like on fast ballers or whatever, you can do it 2-3 times.
Yeah.
And it's much more effective, I guess.
I always tech chase, and if they DI to the right, they always roll to the right.
It's really hard to DI one way and roll the other in y'all's down throws, yeah. Just because the windows aren't very far apart.
Mm-hmm.
And then, even, like, Fox obviously has the tech chase up smash, which is a huge, like, that's one of the only ways Samus dies before 100. And then Falco, you don't quite have the same raw kill, but, maybe you have, like, short hop dare, which can lead into a lot, especially if they're teching towards the corner. Short hop dare, all of a sudden, oh no, the second way and only way that Samus can die below 100. Falco dare. I'm exaggerating slightly, but the point is, like, that's how you can introduce threats off of grabs when your up throws don't quite work the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Let's see. Let's flip back to... Actually, wait, how much longer do we have? Because we started late.
Maybe we start a live. Start playing for the rest of the session.
Yeah, I think this is a really good timing for it. To let me...
Yeah, we are getting controllers.
Heck yeah. Is there a way to make only this I think this grids. I'm gonna stop streaming just because it's getting very silly. Okay, recording is still up. Yep. Okay. But yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, something I think I really like the spacing matchups. Like all three of them just against each other are just very fun to watch because fast followers are fun to combo with and they're fun to hit. So it's best of both worlds.
Yeah, we have like a good friend from Discord. We will meet him tomorrow as well, like the first time in real life.
Oh, nice.
And he's like a secondary wolf, and we play a lot. Discord is like, in my opinion, the best guy on the Discord, in my opinion. And it's pretty fun when you, like different species play. It's always most fun.
Heck yeah. That's also something that excuse me, LAN tournaments have to their advantage. Oh, excuse me. That water did not go down right. I goofed that up somehow. But LAN tournaments, like not only do you get to meet new people, for the like even if you know them over Discord or something, it's always fun meeting them in person. But it's a gathering of very of players that are motivated to improve and are high skill. So like like your friendly sessions and your tournament sets have a lot of like improvement value when everyone's kind of agreed who go there is agreed that yeah, for the most part this event is to either improve or to like play, right? To play the game.
Yeah, it's the whole experience, right?
Yep. That's a huge aspect of tournaments is experience. So like the things that you do kind of like almost automatically in the Fox Falco matchup at this point, like you're not gonna. It's unlikely you're ever gonna get every character at that point because that's just a lot of time, and so many characters are relatively rare because there's 42 of them. But like some more common ones like maybe Wolf or Zero Suit or maybe it's a region. Maybe Houston has like 5 Bowsers back when before quarantine. So everyone in Houston just knew the Bowser matchup, and everyone outside of Houston who played Bowser was like, "Why does everyone in Houston know the Bowser matchup?" And it was like, "Well, we just know the dash attack is bad, but it's good, so stop dash attacking."
I actually don't see that much foxes. I never played on the Discord with the fox, and so tourney wise, there aren't a lot of foxes in PM at least.
Yeah, there's only a few because it's kind of the problem of like the experience differential where everyone kind of knows what Fox does, even if they've only watched a little Melee and never played one. But Fox doesn't automatically know what Yoshi does in PM, right?
Yeah, sure.
And Fox is also. Go ahead.
You have to place it. If you don't play Melee, you get hit a lot of times with shine out of shield and stuff.
Oh yeah, there's absolutely still stuff to learn in the Fox matchup. Even people who watch Melee or have watched the character some, but you're kind of at the disadvantage when it comes to like, oh, tell me what Olimar's Pikmin do versus I've seen what Fox does, even if it's hard to like play around without the experience.
That's fine.
All right. So do y'all nice Vegeta? Do y'all mind if I talk as y'all play then?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay.
Nee, ganz nicht erschienen. Zwei?
Nee, muss mal ganz kurz noch 30 Sekunden.
Wait. You need 30 seconds to move.
Okay. So this. Yeah. Something I think is very interesting about the matchup is that Falco normally doesn't like contest horizontally super well, the same way that Fox can. But in this matchup, because of all that reward on the down air, on fast fallers, down air shine is just huge. That's something that like you see more of with Falco, and you have to kind of do more of with Falco than you might be used to.
Exactly.
Oh my god, is it America and then the like Technicolor? That's rad. Okay.
Get spotted.
So there, actually, you got the. Is that going to be back? Oh, not quite.
Yeah, be too early. I could have survived. I canceled the double jump too early.
So a bit ago, you actually had a shine land on the platform that kind of messed up your your double jump became a grounded jump, which became a different height.
Yeah.
That's something to kind of like we talked about unexpected situations last time. That's kind of one of them. It's obviously within your control, like a little more than most of those weird situations, but it's something to like be aware of.
Yeah.
And as you get more experience realizing like, oh, I have goofed in this way, then you'll be able to like take advantage of it better. What are y'all okay? Y'all are on land, right? There's no frame. There's no. Okay, nice up tilt anti-air, but before that tumbles, you do have to be a little more careful about the follow-up because Falco's going to be more actionable than you expect. Also, good tech.
I'm not used to do up tilts because I play now with with tap jump, and then I have to press modify.
And I think in the kill situation, like I knew 100% you will do a side B, and I went for smash. But when you do like an up B, I have to guess and stuff. It's much better, I guess.
Yeah, if you can, even though I know the up B is scary to press because it has all that startup, but if you can, even if you can just get get them to start covering it, that's kind of a win long term. I say long term, a win like over the course of a few games. If you can convince them that I'm gonna up B, so you have to cover it. Yeah, just a tech error there, but that's fine. Like that kind of stuff is easy to see and relatively easy to fix. Also, Jonah, I saw that you were like a frame away from getting the dash dance grab on the aerial approach.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Yeah, even the time you got back with side B, it like did that weird side B clank thing that it does. Nice. See, like even though you're still not in an amazing position, yeah, you're basically filling, like you're asking them to guess correctly, but you're giving them a ton of wrong answers when you upbeat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I see.
It's like when you side B, the only question is when, because you can't side B below ledge. You fall so fast that it's not hard to cover the slightly different spacings. But when you up B, the question is when, where, like, at what angle. Jonah, you're doing a good job of getting the grabs, getting the dash dance grabs on the aerial approaches. Oh my god. Sometimes I wish that America wasn't the way we are. That was kind of a wild, weird pivot. And then Luca, you're getting a lot of damage and like being able to loop your openings really well.
Can I say it again?
Like when you get an opening, you're getting a fair amount of damage and keeping Jonah in a pretty bad spot.
Yeah.
Which is really useful because then that's how you get your next opening, right? So you got like 20 some odd percent, and now okay, cool, edgeguard situation. It didn't work out, but that's fine. You had the opportunity, which is the important part. Oh, you had it. I know it's tempting to move quickly off of that kind of edge guard because you need to punish on stage. You move quickly to punish on stage, but it's sometimes even if y'all are maniacs. But sometimes it's worth just kind of waiting on ledge and then seeing what happens. Especially if you can get a good ledge dash. It's not as bad of a position as it kind of seems like it would be. Okay, that was another example of being like covering the thing you wanted to cover a little too quickly, almost.
Yeah, exactly. I thought about it. I just thought it as well.
Okay. Something you could try, Jonah, also is using your aerials that are better against CC at low percent. So like drill. Grab is like a good answer, of course, but grab requires you to be grounded. Yeah, Luca's getting a little bit of mileage out of CCing your like back airs at low percent. And especially when drill can lead to grab against a fast follower, that's huge. That up throw follow up is really, really important. Or even the shine knockdown, right? Like those are both really good options. Ooh, nice angle. And there's sometimes you can just mix in those side Bs to mix up the timing. So like right there was you got back on ledge or on stage while Luca was going to ledge because you had kind of bought that you had I guess bought the goodwill would be a way to say it.
Nice.
Like you had been using uppy enough to where that's what he was trying to cover. Also, good shine, good drive down shine. In PM, that's an Armada shine because Falco has flames because bullying the bird wasn't fun for 1/42 of the of the people who play the character. I'm just salty that I can't swag on Falco. Good choice to come down with the drill, and also really good extension of the first place. Oh, is that gonna? Not quite. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a lot of inputs. You Omsatect, shined, jumped, air dodged. Damn. Okay, good weight on the tech chase there, Luca.
Okay.
Yeah, I could tell it was the same situation as earlier, but this time you I think you even charged the down smash a little bit. Like you had that intentional weight and you got the reward for it. I like I what is happening? I like that you went under the kind of like under the like side of the stage when you were recovering with up B, Jonah.
Sorry, you that again?
I like that when you were recovering with up B, when y'all were both on the left, you were like under the stage. You were in a very hard position to hit. Oh no, that was a good ass shorten too. Okay.
But I knew it was coming. Oh, and there was again too early.
Yep. It's like you're in the right spot. You have the hard part down. But those delays, like even in neutral and in punish, those delays are really important. I like your decisions to just throw Falco off stage, by the way, Jonah.
Yeah.
I think that's, especially at low percent, I think that's a really good call.
At low percent, it's sometimes hard to follow up, hard to edge up, I think. But I try.
Yeah, it's a hard situation to get a lot in, but you only need to get a small hit. Like you don't need to get a lot. Yep, that was up throw dash attack, and then one mistake or one correct edge guard rather, one correct guess, and that's the whole stock.
Yeah.
Like in the same way that like for Luca, a lot of the way he's going to win is by getting these huge combos and tech chases with down air and shine and other tools. A lot of the way that Fox is going to beat up Falco in this matchup is by just kind of bullying off stage, right? Because your shine will auto kill. You have a better recovery than Falco, so you can afford to go deeper than he can.
Yeah. Fox can get away with a lot more stuff.
I like the idea of taking the laser and then up tilting. Also, I think that's a really there's a lot to that. I think that it could work out well.
I just learned that yesterday. I tried to implement it.
Nice. I wouldn't have thought that. You have it. It seemed like you have it down pat.
Oh,
Nice tech chase. Also, there was a moment there where Jonah, you did like one or two empty hops into then the nair approach, and you caught Luca shooting the gun. I think that's a really that kind of thing where you kind of just sometimes you just move just to get them to see that you're moving. That can be really useful. Why the down throw out of curiosity? I got it's working clearly. So nice switch for back air because even though he's not dead, he's not even close to ledge. That was weird. I feel like I was watching a different version of Fox. No, not again.
I mean, oftentimes it doesn't work, but I see it can work. I just go for it.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're reacting to that, great. Like you do you. Especially if the plats are in the way of the up throw chain grab. Ooh, nice angle. It's
Nah.
okay. You're living though. You're living though. You're living though. Oh, that was the greediest shine I've ever seen in my life. You were really trying to thread the needle on that one. If you want to trade stocks when you were super high percent, you can just use down air instead.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good SDI and DI to get on stage. That's the kind of situation where it's like, even if you get hit, that's fine because you're on stage and not off stage at 20. I also, Luca, I like that your edge guards have been a little more varied than just the forward smash now. Like now that Joan is using the Firefox mix-ups more, you're using your aerials more. You're moving around a little more like dynamically to try to like get different angles covered. That's really good. Oh yeah, you got that. The modifier angle. Oh, the SDI. The weird amount of fear that I have watching Fox down throw Falco and it works. Oh, you saved him.
Recovery took thing.
Okay.
Oh. That.
Okay, so just two real quick things, Jonah. You're still DIing away. I know it's a box, and it's like much more complicated than just holding the stick. So I understand it, but you're still DIing away in a few situations that like you kind of shouldn't be caught DIing away on when you're so frail like Fox.
For example, I mean, I always DI away. Most of the time I try. Or what do you mean?
But there are some follow-ups that even on DIN, you can just safely DIN. So like, for example, Falco up throw back air at like 50, 60, right? If you DIN, you might still be under pressure, but you're not going to be like getting edge guarded super hard. Whereas if you DI away, all of a sudden, okay, now you really have to make it back to stage because you're super far.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, oh, go ahead.
I oftentimes try to DI either, so I go off stage because I go I DI away, but I oftentimes think that he can't follow up with that. Then I have to get on stage, sure, but if I DI in, the combo is endless, I feel like.
Yeah, there's some the good news about DIing in is that Fox is a very light character. So even Fox DIing in, some characters don't have the easiest time extending a combo at like middle percents like 50, 60, 70.
Yeah.
Part of that is also just kind of experience, right? So knowing, oh, how dead am I if I DI this away at 40 versus how dead am I if I DI this in at 40.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And then the other thing was you don't seem to be ledge dashing very much. Like a lot of your ledge options are like tournament winner or neutral get up.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a really, really strong tool, and it's something. And I'm not going to just single you out, Luca. You too. You like double laser a little much.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good, but it's having access to that ledge dash is super, super important. Like, I know that if you're perfect, it's like 16 invincible frames, which is a little unreasonable. Like to expect to be perfect on like multiple different things. Ooh, good angle. But even if you're getting like a decent one at like 8 to 12, like, hey, that's a nair. That's, run out of the corner. That's run up shield. That's, your pivot up tilts are really clean. Ooh, speaking, your shortens are really clean too. And the same also applies to Falco, of course. Run up shine also. That's another big option.
I need to work on my ledge dashes. They are not on point.
There. That bear right there was a perfect example. You DI'd that bear away, and you made it back to stage, but it was kind of close. After the shine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then, like I said, same kind of thing. Like also applies to Falco and you, Luca. You're kind of you're relying on a few very good options without using the best one.
Yeah.
Or the usual best one, just because invincible anything is usually really good.
Yeah.
And it's hard to kind of get down, so it is going to take a little practice. It's a very unique kind of motion compared to the rest of the game.
What do you mean exactly? No ledge dash?
Yeah, on ledge dash. Like it's just that's not something. That was a weird situation.
I can do it pretty nice, but I just don't use it.
Oh, if you can do it really well, you should be using it. Yeah, it's really, really good.
My biggest problem with ledge dash is I always need a second to think what to press, and this is the time my invincibility goes off.
Yeah, so you end up ledge dashing, and you just don't. You just get hit out of the ledge dash, and then it's like, oh well, I don't want to do that again because now they know what I'm doing. But
yeah, but it's like the other two. I mostly do tournament winner or double laser, like 50-50.
Yeah.
And it's like an option where I can die with suicide.
And like I don't want to take away from those being good options, but just the ledge dash is not only a really really good option, but it's also a dozen different options packed into one because it's invincible whatever you want, more or less. Speaking of which, good job like with your angles and like staying alive, Jonah.
Thanks.
Ooh, like you're doing a really good job SDIing the dares of just getting these just right angles.
As a basic player, you have time, right?
What was
To
that?
train your DI.
Oh,
As a basic player, you have time to train your DI.
oh yeah, you can like lock the angle in. It's not super fast. Yeah. Yeah, that is something that makes me sad about Mewtwo is that it's all the same angles, but I got to do it fast. So the minimum angle is harder, which it's a good thing overall. Mewtwo with minimum angle being easy
Yeah.
would be wild, but
Mutex especially, you have like you have more angles than Fox, right?
nope, it's the same. It's just a universal thing.
Okay.
Like everyone can air dodge at all of those angles the same way that Fox and Mewtwo up B can go at all those angles.
Yeah.
Oh, I really like that immediate jump after you got that slide off, Jonah. Like it seemed like you were really ready for that, and that kind of got you out of a bad situation. What is happening? Every time y'all jump off stage, I get so scared. Y'all are maniacs. You will do anything off stage. Yeah. That was a good use of the like really really high percent jab stuff. By the way, Luca.
Yeah, thanks.
Like a dash attack isn't the best thing you want there, but like that still gets you a really good position, and it's easier than the like running back air. It's a little like more reliable for that reason until you can kind of get it down pat.
Oh my god, every time. And then it's so often that I slide off and yeah, dodge to death.
Yeah, it's just a little late on your shield. When you're near the edge, if you rather than trying to shield, if you want to be a little more careful of SDing, you can just slide off fastball to ledge. That's something that makes it a lot harder to kind of like convert near the ledge for Fox, and then especially with you deserve that, especially with the.
I had the Shinobi outfit. I have to dodge.
Okay, hold on. You're right. Yeah, that's a good point. You do have the Leaf Village the Leaf Village headband.
Oh my god.
Foxtrot is such a funny move.
Oh, I never do about that.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have come close to saving you there, but you are still kind of fragile. So in that instance, I don't know if it would have saved you. But and you did have a reason to DI to the side because of down air, so it's not like you just DI'd all to the blast zone for no reason. Like when I say that you DI, you very frequently DI away. There are perfectly reasonable times where you want to like you just need to kind of guess on DI, and you end up DIing away on a kill move a little early and just dying for it. But it's happening a lot, and you're losing your stocks earlier, which it's always not a fun time. You're already playing Fox. You don't need any help dying early. As the character, I mean.
Oh, Shine didn't get out. Didn't get out.
I feel like Luca never back airs, always down airs even though it's a kill. So I try to DI away and then the back air is coming.
At the percents where back air is a kill anyway, I think that, oh, that's unfortunate. I think that that makes sense. Like, if back air kills you on good DI, might as well DI for the down air. Especially because, like you're saying, Luca tends to go for it sometimes.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the shine stall to kind of like change your timing with regards to the edge guard.
I know. I just fucked up.
If it's a mistake, that's fine.
I got stuck there.
I like how freeform you are with your combos. Like it's Luca with the like obviously this is one of the it's like the best case scenario for Falco. It's like it's Fox and like 20 to 80%, but it's still really really useful in racking up damage with those up airs, those up smashes. And it's keeping Jonah on his toes on what attack am I going to get hit by.
It just games was fucking up, dude.
That worked better than it should have.
So bad.
Good cleanup. All right. Do y'all want to do like a best of 3 set with like bands and everything, and then we can kind of review both that and then everything we've talked about today?
Yeah, good idea. So you always run these top row here, right?
Yeah. So those are the counter picks for games 2 and onward.
Exactly. So one of us can run one map and the other guy 2 map.
Yep.
Yeah, I ban green.
Yeah, even this. So now you can choose one.
You guys will fit in LAN tournaments just fine.
Top 3 tower ranking best maps of Falco. Do you have any ideas?
Yeah, that's part of the reason that like the good characters are good is because they don't have an awful stage that they have to use a ban on for the most part. There was another example of that, like a little too early. You had the right idea, but you were a little too early, Luca.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's really nice since we talked about it. I'm realizing these spots, and I think it's got better.
Heck yeah, even just today, yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
That's a mood.
This baits me always because the first few frames he flies in the left side, onto the left side, and then he turns around when up row.
Yep, you can DI those lasers a ton. I like how you were using up tilt and F tilt to mix up the tech timing, Jonah.
Oh, what's it?
Something else that I've kind of noticed, Jonah, is that a lot of the times when you're getting like you barely get out of a combo and you're still being pressured, you either try to press a button or you immediately roll. Like there's not really much in between, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the loser can pick now, and the winner bans two, right?
Yep. Winner bans 2, loser picks. And if we get in a minute after this game, I'll explain something else about the stage process that is annoying and confusing.
Oh, wrong character.
That's the eye away.
Yeah, there you want to just DI on stage rather than off stage. At least if all other things equal, at least. Like if you were at 10, maybe DI off stage, but if the dare's going to kill you or put you in an awful, awful spot, just DI on stage, take your licks, because it's better than the alternative. Did you try? Oh, you're sick. You know that, Luca? I know what you tried to do.
He was too far below. I couldn't dare and survive it.
Oh, I thought you were trying to footstool.
Oh, okay. No, I never did that actually. I never used it once in my life.
It's really fun. Good job holding ledge. I know it can be really ambiguous and it's very like risky sometimes, but you can get the rewards off of it.
Oh my god.
And you were mixing it up, right? Like you were trying something new, trying to stay in shield a little longer, and you stayed in shield a little too long.
Is there anything I can do to survive this one?
You can meteor cancel, Luca. It's a meteor.
Nothing. Oh.
You just say there's nothing he can do. Don't lie to him like that. Oh, go Jonah. Go Jonah. Oh.
Oh.
But yeah, so
Jeez.
most tournaments have some variant of the rule that. So let's say, right, game 1, Luca won on PS2. If it gets to game 3, Luca can't go back to PS2, even if it's not banned, unless Jonah, you let him. Which in 3 games, like in best of 3s, is kind of annoying. Like it's an important rule, I guess, but like it's annoying to keep track of, but not impossible. In game 5 sets, if you get to game 5, it's just like, oh god, where did we go? Probably PS2. Very funny. It's called Dave's Stupid Rule.
Yeah.
Because someone named Dave had a stupid rule.
Yeah, but like that, Fox and Falco is probably the same, like top 3 power ranking. What do you think, like in theory, is a really good map?
I think they're good enough to where they can play to their opponent's stages, if that makes sense. So like Falco and FD is really good, but against Fox, you might not want to go there because of the chain grab and just that you don't have that same level of truly, on paper, truly one-touch kill. But against Sheik, you might want to go there because, oh hey, great, wide stage, I don't get thrown off stage, and I can just down air pillar Sheik. But on paper, I think Fox on PS2 is always a good time, just because the ceiling is so low and you're not going to die at the top anyway, and then it's long, so you don't get thrown off stage. For Falco, I mean, Wario, FD, those 2 are pretty solid. Because usually if you get knocked off stage, you're not really coming back. So the sides don't matter for you as much. And it lets you enforce the back air down air mix up a lot earlier. Because when back air kills, they can't DI that away if that kills at 40 or something, right?
Yeah.
But,
And
go ahead.
have OD.
Fountain is also a really good stage for both of your characters too. It's a little hard to move on, but if you can get used to it, like it's the presence of shine alone makes trying to get on or off of those plats really scary. Really strong down airs, even very fast, so you can shield drop even when it's low.
Right now, this is one of 100% ban.
If you want to ban it right now, that's perfectly fine. If you want to ban it for the rest of your life, that's perfectly fine. Tournaments let you do that.
I'm not rest for life, but this tomorrow for sure.
Yep.
I hate this map.
Platforms always fuck the timing
Yeah.
of your wave dash, for example.
But it's if you can learn to love it, you can really mess with people on this stage, and you can get some really unique stuff that you can't do on any other stage.
Yeah.
Like shield drop fair can be very very easily single hit, which then gives you Fox up smash or running shine or Falco F smash maybe even on DIN. It gives you a lot more freedom.
Yeah. Our German friend said to me once, in my opinion, he's like the best from the Discord, and he's coming tomorrow as well. He will probably have a pretty good ranking. And he said, you can just, if a guy comes and says, "Oh, let's you up, just let's play this map," he would always ban this map forever.
If you could just delete it from the game.
And somebody about these agreements, when somebody comes up and says, "You fine with FD?" and okay, let's go, and no ban,
Yeah, like both players. That's something it's called gentleman's agreement usually. Like in PM, it's very infamously like, hey, you just want to start on PS2, especially back when regions had weeklies every week. It's like, okay, like for example, the Houston weekly. I would play Fearless a ton, and partially just because it's faster, but also partially because we'd played so much to where we know what we want to ban, and we know where it gets down to anyway. So we would just start on PS2 game one. Like we wouldn't even go through the motions because I'm not giving him Green Hill. He's not giving me Battlefield or Delphinos, and I'd rather be on PS2.
So if somebody comes up and wants to like a gentleman's agreement, like my German friend said, yeah, you should always then instantly ban this map. Would you agree with that, or if you like this map as well, like, be on it?
For the most part, it'll be most people aren't going to be like, oh, my character, like for example, Fox mains who really like PS2 is a great Fox stage. They're not necessarily going to go, oh yeah, you just want a gentleman's to PS2 because it's a good Fox stage. Most of the time, at least, it's like it's a neutral stage. One of the it's called bottom middle three basically. Smashville, Battlefield, and PS2 are very neutral for the most part and pretty different, but not to the extremes of like Green Hill, FD, or Dreamland.
Yeah.
So for the if someone asks you to gentlemen's to one of those three, usually they just kind of like, I just want to go to one of these three, but they're not gonna. For the most part, people don't take too much offense if you just want to ban like. No one's going to be like, you don't want a gentleman's to PS2? Oh my God. Luca, go home. You're not going to get hazed for wanting to ban stages in a tournament. You're good. But yeah, do y'all have any other questions about, I guess, like tournaments? That's
I think I'm fine.
Sick.
I have no questions.
Huh? Go for it. Oh, wait, you said you have no more questions?
No questions here.
Gotcha. Well, if you have any questions before your tournament tomorrow, no promise that our time zones line up, but you can always just message me in that chat and I'll hit you up when I can. Thank you also for correcting me on the time zone. I think I just Googled it and saw the first thing I saw was like, that sounds right. Especially with daylight savings messing it up.
Thank you.
And then to kind of recap over some of the stuff we went today. Let's do Luca first. Luca, if you can already ledge dash, even better. Start using that ledge dash because that opens up your ability to get out of the corner really, really well. Yep. Especially against a character with a frame one shine. So like something Jonah you can be doing to enforce this. Yeah, bully him into actually ledge dashing properly. If he's double lasering and you just run up shine, he doesn't have his jump and he's off stage. So he kind of just dies. If you call it out, at least.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what move is good against double laser because if I run in, I get lasered.
If you get laser, you're still fine.
Yeah, shine out of shield probably, right?
Or just CC shine. You don't even have to shield.
Yeah.
That way it's easier because you don't have to do the correct, the really hard jump timing and everything. It's like, no, just mash down.
Yeah.
Run up into him and mash down B, and you're probably going to hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will try that.
Because you can count on the laser hitting you, which is the important part. Additionally, Luca, you're doing a very good job of like putting yourself in positions where your bear is really good. Like especially in that Samus match, right? Where you can threaten the back air, and that's something that you can feasibly just do before they can react to it because humans can't react instantly. And you're also doing a better job realizing that you were kind of tech chasing too early and kind of missing on accident. And you're working on that. You're doing a good job of that. To work on, I would say both like using the ledge dashes more, and then also using the platforms more. You kind of have this habit of, even on like tripod stages, a habit of just kind of not using the platforms in your, except a little bit in your punish, but not really in neutral. Like you don't want to be directly above somebody most of the time, but you can be because your dare is so threatening, right? Even you can't be CC'd. It's the combo starter you have, and you fall so fast that it's a big call out to try to anti-air you there.
Yeah.
So you can use your vertical speed a little more liberally because you have that really good button. And then Jonah, really good stuff. Mixing up your recovery in this, like even in this last half hour, right? You started using your up B. You got your angles like really, really tricky. You survived a lot more by using your up B and getting those angles to try to trick Luca, and it worked out great. That gives you more opportunities to ledge dash also, which is the second thing. If you can practice that and get that down, it opens up it opens up the world for you. Because not only are you getting to ledge more frequently now with up B and being trickier on recovering, if you can get that ledge dash down, even something like air quotes only 10 frames of invincibility, you can get an invincible attack out. You can move very far in 10 frames. You can run up shield. You can run up shine. Like they just have to respect it.
I will make the ledge to my home.
Yeah, like that Snake player, right? Just ledge.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And then I think the other thing to work on your vertical combo game against fast followers a little bit, because even on FD, you were having some issues. Like you weren't up throwing Falco very much, and that's a big reason that you want to go for that grab. That's a lot of your reward against fast followers is up throw something.
Yeah.
And even if it's a tech chase on the platform, even on triplots, they if he's DIing onto the plat, you can try to land and tech chase from there with a grab, and then they can only do that one or maybe even zero more times before they have to get hit, and then they're closer to the ceiling, which makes that a problem. So like, don't be afraid to up throw and kind of wing it a little bit until you have a little bit more comfort with up throw.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the two of y'all are a lot better than, I mean, it wasn't exactly 4 weeks straight, but a lot better than, you've improved a lot, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Thanks.
And let me know how y'all do at your tournament tomorrow. I'm really, really looking forward to hearing how, y'all, you meet in Grands and it's like, oh, it's real cute. Y'all came to the tournament together, now you're playing in Grands.
Yeah, we try to sign into doubles as well.
Oh, heck yeah.
This will be fun, probably.
Yeah, doubles are really fun.
Yeah, we played like 2 days ago, like 1 hour doubles. It's so much action.
Yeah.
It definitely like makes me cross-eyed trying to keep up with everybody. Excuse me. All right. So if there's nothing else you want to cover, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. And I will, like I mentioned, the Jonah, your VOD review, I had forgotten to press record again. I'm sorry for that. But everything past that, I can get up on YouTube for y'all. Get that link for y'all.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, nice.
Well,
it was really nice. We really enjoyed like the whole improvement plan. Yeah, it was not, let's say, 4 sessions. It wasn't 4 weeks.
Yeah,
um,
I'm glad.
yeah,
Thank
was
you all for
really
reaching
nice.
out too. I was a little kind of scared of like, wait, two people, like literally two people at once. This might get a little funky, but I think that we made it work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really enjoyed, and especially the things you point out all the time were not like the standard stuff you already know or what everyone can tell you. It was really nice input every time.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was. We really enjoyed it.
Gotcha. Well, if you ever want to
Yeah,
book again, just shoot me a message or book on Medify directly. Y'all's call. And
yeah, for sure. Yeah, we will do it. Yeah, we already thought about it. We will
heck yeah.
probably reach out at some point again.
Just a heads
Yeah,
up,
we
I
come back
have
to it.
put my prices up a little bit from where we started.
Yeah.
So it is going to be a little bit more expensive.
Mhm.
But if you go through Medify, let's say you wanted to buy 2 lessons, one each, right? If you go through Medify and you just buy those two at the same time, you get 20% off. If you go through a lesson on Medify and then leave me a testimonial, that's another 20% off. So that is
Yeah,
kind of an
I
incentive to go through
think
Medify.
you probably spend when somebody buys over Metafy, you probably spend fees to them, right?
Actually, no, Medify, I get all the money.
Oh, okay. So if I send it via PayPal directly or Metafy is no difference?
Yeah, it is. So whether you pay for a $15, $20 lesson, or let's say $20 lesson on Medify or just directly to my PayPal, I still get $20.
Oh, okay. That's really nice.
Yeah, but on Medify, it's a little easier for me to keep track of. Like it puts it on my calendar automatically. Um,
Oh, okay.
and like if you're already going to Medify to look at my calendar availability anyway, because of the time zone difference. So if y'all wanted to do this kind of like 2-person training plan thing again, just let me know and I'll make a thing for y'all on Medify.
Yeah, perfect.
Sick.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right. Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the recording.